Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, it's going to be a very short one. We're just going to cover something that Morgan Stanley put out today that was very interesting, saying that a blue wave is kind of already priced into the stock market as a whole. And if you don't know what a blue wave is, it would be if the Democrats take over the House, the Senate, and the president as well. So if that happens, they're claiming it's kind of already priced in, so we're not going to see a big negative downturn. That's definitely an interesting take. That's one that I haven't heard a lot of, so we're going to kind of take a peek at that, see what points they're making. As you guys see, the S&P 500 is only down about $4 or 0.1%, we'll say. So nothing too major today. Excuse me. A little bit of back and forth over the course of these last 5 days, but hoping to make a little bit of a climb. Mostly positive news as we enter these earning weeks. Let's just get right into the article we have here. A Biden-led blue wave election outcome is already priced into markets, Morgan Stanley CFO says. A Biden-led blue wave. Pruzan said, that's the CFO. Pruzan said that expectations rest on the fact that regardless of the election outcome, markets are expecting a large fiscal stimulus package to help improve the economy. And this is something that could be pretty dangerous if it doesn't get passed, a stimulus package, because as it says, we are expecting is the key word. And if it doesn't get passed, then, when the market gets let down like that, you could see another relatively steep decline. Now, are we talking 20%? No, we're not talking that much. But you could see probably a 2, 3, 4, 5 point swing over the course of a couple of days if that stimulus package just kind of lingers on and lingers on and lingers on and then eventually doesn't get passed. Even as polls show a Biden victory is likely, some investors are nervous that there will be a contested election result, and that's another big thing that plays into all this. Pruzan said the best election outcome will be a quick one. Because markets don't like uncertainty, and that's kind of what dwells over everything. So Pruzan told Bloomberg on Thursday that a Biden-led blue wave is partially priced into the market. Okay, so this is kind of a little bit misleading. Partially priced into the market, and that's a function of the fact that regardless of the election outcome, the market expects continued fiscal stimulus to help the economy. And I think when you see someone like can't even think of what her name is, the current Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, when she's just, she has Democrats on her side. If you don't know, she's a far left-wing Speaker of the House, and she has people on her side telling her, this is a deal that, these people need these checks, and she's saying, no, I can't. I won't do it. And again, I don't want to get very political in some of these. This is just the topics that come out these days as we get closer and closer to an election. The only reason she's not passing this stimulus bill is because she is playing politics, and it's kind of embarrassing. There are many Americans out there who need this, and she doesn't care. She just doesn't want President Trump to have a victory. And whether you like him or hate him, this should not be about playing politics. This should be about the American people. But sadly, that's the country we live in. That's the state we live in currently. It's not a question of if, but when and how big the stimulus will be. Pruzan said congressional leaders in the White House still have not been able to negotiate the next stimulus bill, and it is unlikely a deal will be reached before Election Day. So I guess if that's already priced in, that's kind of a little bit gives us a little bit more time than I thought. But I think he's 100% right. I don't think it's going to get passed before Election Day because if it gets passed potentially, I don't think voters are going to go out and say, hey, well, President Trump gave us 2 stimulus checks. Let's go vote for him. I don't think that's really going to happen. There may be a couple people who do that, but it's not going to be big enough to sway the election in any way, shape, or form. Even as polls suggest a Biden win is likely, some investors are still concerned that with a large amount of mail-in ballots this year, a contested election result is not out of the question. And you've already seen cases of fraud, cases of, ballots going to the wrong people, ending up in rivers, doing whatever. It's going to be I don't think it's a matter of if, but a matter of when that the election comes back as contested and as potentially corrupt in some of these things. Pruzan said the best result of the election will be a quick outcome because markets don't like uncertainty. So it's going to be a very rough and rocky ride for the market over the course of this next several months, and honestly into January, if there is a change of guard, if you will. But even if there's not a change of guard, and Biden contests the election, it's still going to be a pretty interesting next several months. The market's going to be potentially uncertain. There could be a little bit of back and forth. Well, hey, maybe Biden won the election, but there's a chance Trump is still the rightful president. It's going to be very interesting. There's all sorts of things you could dive into, a big rabbit hole if you really want to. Just if you are voting, go out and do it the right way. Do it in person. If you're going to mail something in, be safe about it. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Vote with your heart. Vote with your head. Don't vote for someone who they tell you to vote for. And just vote for someone you truly believe in. Do your research. That's a big thing. That's important. Know what they support. Don't vote for them just because. And like I said, don't do it because someone's sitting there telling you to do it. And if you don't want to vote, don't vote. That's perfectly fine. It's a crazy world we live in these days, and hopefully all you guys are doing well. Hopefully my videos, kind of help settle things down a little bit. Obviously this is a finance channel. If there's anything else you guys would like me to cover on this channel, I'd be more than happy to do so. Or if you guys just want to hold a conversation in the comment section below, I'd be happy to converse with you guys down there. If you haven't already, and if at any point you did like this video, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel as we continue our climb to 1,000 subscribers. The support of the last couple days has been incredible. I'm going to record another video tonight, do our weekly recap. So if that's a day early, obviously it's because I'm going home this weekend. I don't have time to record one tomorrow, so it may be a little premature, and Friday may not be priced into that video, but I'm just trying to get 5 videos out to you guys this week and continue the great content upload. So hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, and until next time, happy investing.